Hey, what's happening, spectacular spider friends? Welcome back to Marvel's Spider-Man on the PS4. Today we are doing the Screwball side missions.
Our favorite!
No.
Yes!
It's more annoying than the Riddler.
So next time you guys make a game, make sure that the 90% of the game is all Screwball missions. What?
No.
Did I say something wrong?
So in the comment section below, tell us the most annoying super villain that you guys can think of that you just can't stand. Can be DC, Marvel, but it has to be the most annoying villain that is no threat. They're just a hindrance. And that's what Screwball is. So we're still here. This is after the whole turf war thing. This is the last thing that we need to do in order to gain access to the clan/manga Spider-Man skin.
Yay!
And yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
I don't even feel like Screwball should be considered a villain because she's just a, like, kind of like a...
terrible content creator.
She's just exactly... Like, I don't even know how she still makes money on her channel because it's just...
Because advertisers, they aren't biased.
Yeah.
Unless you break their rules.
Yeah.
Which this would be breaking the rules.
Yeah, this would not be, like, advertiser friendly.
No. Right, so web up motion cameras?
You're not supposed to commit crimes on camera.
Hostage is dead.
Okay. Oh, her voice is like just so irritating. No photobombs. So
Yeah.
photobombs, you remember those. You take out a bad guy inside this purple thing and you get additional bonus points.
She kind of sounds like, you know how people say Rachel Ray's voice has kind of gotten like really hoarse and stuff over the years? She kind of sounds like that, except for
I guess that's technically a picture.
1 million times worse. And plus, Rachel Ray actually has a skill. Whereas, plus personality, whereas Screwball doesn't have personality or a skill.
Nope, we're gonna miss the photobomb because we don't care. Stick around to that, pal.
Reminder, y'all, I'll be doing an AMA later tonight, so get your questions ready.
Why can't you just call it a Q&A? What is an MMA? MMA is mixed martial arts.
AMA.
Oh.
I don't even know what an AMA is, though.
Oh.
But
Yay!
I feel like...
Okay, I guess.
If,
Just
okay,
so
never
rude.
mind.
I don't
Look at
like
Spidey
her.
go.
Go.
Don't miss it.
What in the world does that mean, photobomb? It has to be in the pink?
Yep, you have to take out a bad guy in the pink, and this is like additional bonus points you get when you do a photobomb. And she's
Yeah.
actually encouraging Spider-Man to beat up her, quote, fan base.
Don't miss it.
I don't like your photobombs. They're stupid, just like your face and your voice.
Are
It's like,
these people really her fan base, or she paid them? Not really.
You
I
never
mean,
really find
you never
out.
really know on the internet because people can say anything it happened, and it's just like you never really know. But
Sparky Malarkey 43 says, "Are those real guns?" Keep watching, Sparky, and we'll find out.
gosh.
in reality, though, like if she would get in so much trouble if she admitted that she was setting all this up for people to get killed. Like she would go to prison, but. Or jail or whatever. She'd have her channel terminated immediately, first of all. But, like, if she really wanted to get away with this, she could just not tell people she set this up and just basically say she was tracking somebody who was doing this, and then she would just film it. Kind of like how people film those, you know, like, people film crimes in progress and put them on thing. Well, one of them is, like, the car chases. The high-speed car chases on...
I think you need to spend a little more time on the web.
What? I got a silver! You're mean!
I know, she is mean.
She is rude!
That's what makes money is controversy.
Alright, so, there was a little error when we started that. I mean, I'm noticing, especially after the DLCs have come out, that sometimes dialogue is just completely absent when there's supposed to be dialogue.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when I look... There's no way I could do these Screwball things blind, so I used another save file. And I'm pretty sure there was some dialogue that we missed. Like, that right there was a challenge where you had to take everybody out, avoid the motion sensors, and you know, you couldn't be seen at all. So.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like maybe this is an Elseworlds where there's way less regulations on the internet because you really can't do what she's doing right now without going to prison. Like,
well, I mean, not on YouTube or Twitch, but there are other streaming sites where you can stream pretty much anything.
oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because YouTube is actually kicking a lot of people off the platform that aren't kowtowing to their new martial law of, you know how we're just family-friendly by nature? They're forcing people to adhere to that policy.
But that's, I mean, I think in the long run it may be good for them if they get more advertisers in and stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
Because when we first started, I mean, I'm not saying, you know, like, it is kind of, it can be, like, it is really stressful, especially when you built your channel.
Oh, no.
When people build their channels, suddenly they have new rules and they have to find somewhere else, so it's very frustrating. But at the same time, YouTube got way out of hand with everything that was going on it, so it is good that there's some regulations now.
Hey guys! Things have gotten pretty bad in my comment section lately, so my amazing fans are heading out to the streets to track down all the haters!
What?
Amazing fans, unhinged escaped inmates. Potato, potato. I better make sure nobody gets hurt.
See, this time there's an intro. I give up.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't have an intro last time. You're
And go time. So, I was going to tell our viewers, thank you so much for telling me about the gravity Spider-Man weapon, but I got the wrong one instead. Basically, I got like force push powers, which works really well when you web people up, but on its own, it's not that really powerful by itself. You have to combine it with other gadgetry. So you would web people up and then you'd use like this force push and it would propel them up against the wall, and if they have sticky stuff on them, then they're gonna stick to the wall and make life a little bit easier for you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Also,
And we're... Yes, go ahead, sorry.
I can knock these guys down and just run up to them and use web to get them to stick to the ground.
So we have that move in this game, or no?
On my other save file.
Oh.
Aw, he looks so tired.
But even if you uploaded, like, Crimes in Progress on one of those other sites, like, that doesn't have as many rules, couldn't, like, law enforcement see that you're uploading that and basically take you down, though?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm just showing off.
Yeah, but there are a lot of people that believe that this is all staged, too. Like, you know. In this universe, you know, there are prank streams, and there's streams that can happen, like, all the time now. Like, kind of crazy how technology has become. So if you wanted to go to the park and do a live stream on your phone, you could. Yeah! Imagine live streaming when we had our honeymoon at the theme park, you know? There are people that do that now. They just live stream everything. Every facet of their life is live streamed.
I feel like...
And you only need a phone to do it.
I feel like live streaming isn't always good, because what if something really bad happens you didn't wish you were showing online? That's why I like edited videos better.
I prefer edited too, yeah.
Then you can always just double check it before you post something. You know?
No one's gonna lock me up again.
Well, you didn't get to finish your sentence, but something about being locked up again, you're welcome.
You're gonna be internet famous, and you're gonna be internet famous, and you're gonna be internet famous, I promise.
Oprah joke.
Oh.
You're getting a car, you're getting a car, and you're getting a car. You're all getting cars.
Did Oprah really give cars to her entire audience?
One year she did.
Why?
No, another year she gave like a subscription to Vogue or something, I don't know. My mom used to watch a lot of Oprah. I was a Dr. Phil type of guy. And so no. When I was forced to watch it, there was one job that I had where I had to, you know, it was just on in the background.
Dr. Phil is... I don't know if it's just the crazy episodes that they post on the internet, but Dr. Phil has some crazy people now that he deals with. They're, like, really crazy.
I might be, like, a little bit old, but there was... It feels like Dr. Phil has become one of those really eccentric shows from the 90s, like Jerry Springer. Jerry,
Oh yeah,
Jerry.
it is now because now he puts on guests that are just for, you know, shock value.
I mean, it's not like somebody's gonna grab a chair and start, you know, attacking somebody like WrestleMania on live television, but it's still
you know
getting
what it
kinda
is?
crazy.
It's Dr. Phil telling people off. Like he's like putting people in their place, like
the Dr. Phil tell-off show.
where he just like gives, yeah, he just tells people off. Mm-hmm.
Boom!
Yeah, exactly.
Give me points. Yay! No, I detest Screwball. I think that she's a stupid villain, and I feel like if you're... I don't know why you would want an annoying Riddler character in your game. I mean, that's not really a charming quality. A lot of people to this day in the Arkham community, they still don't like Riddler. He was okay in Arkham Asylum, but City Through Night and Origins, he was just... ugh. So why bring a character like that into the fold for what was a great superhero experience?
I liked Riddler in the 60s.
All I can tell you is don't read the comments on this one.
Oh, okay. Alright. That's...
I never... Yeah, I don't know.
I used to read a lot of comments.
Well, depends
only-
on what... If it's a really controversial video, I never read comments on things.
Only 1%
online.
of our viewers get the video anyway, and...
Well, no, I mean, like, I try to read them on my videos, but, yeah, on our videos. But, like, on other people's videos, if it's totally controversial video online, I don't read the comments, because people are always arguing.
And we're still working on that, like... What is it called? A fan list, or
Mailing list.
Mailing list, yeah. We're still working on that for our website. I found out it's been pushed back to January because the person working on the site has a lot of work to do. But
Yeah.
I guess you would say, like, the skeleton of the site is up and stuff. So we just have to talk about hosting and some other stuff. But I'm excited. I mean, I think it's going to help out things. It's not going to make everything, you know, better overnight, but at least give people options if they're having problems finding videos, or other people's videos are being recommended over ours. There's an alternative for people. And I think over a year or two, we could build it back up to where there's about 1,000 to maybe like 10,000 people, which would be a huge happiness for me.
Yeah.
There's a Hammerhead informant in danger. Those cops could use a hand.
Wait, you
Well, I
want us
mean,
to start
the-
clapping?
Come on, sharing is caring, guys. You should think about talking to the police too.
Well, I mean, the last couple of years, we've actually, like, you and I have figured out that we've actually had a major error with our channel, which was partly due to changing some stuff on our channel, but, yeah, like...
Curse you, Google Plus.
But then, now everybody else actually has that same condition right now, which is why people are dropping like flies.
Well, that's because YouTube killed Google Plus. They're like, oh, nobody likes us anyway. What's the worst that could happen if we get rid of it? Oops.
Yeah, I don't understand how they wouldn't know that about their own system, but oh well.
Have you seen the people that run YouTube? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Their new system that they have in development, they're removing a lot of features that YouTubers have gotten to know so much over the years, like the card system and even the ability to do ad placement.
Close one. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Like to put on, you know, ads to come on at certain times that you know that is not going to increase viewer abandonment.
I have a question though. The people that originally started YouTube, like those 4 guys or whatever, did they think it would get as big as it did, or
No.
And then once it got that big, they just didn't really want to deal with it, so they just sold it, or they just needed to make money because.
Not sure. But those guys have been gone a long time.
Yeah. What year did YouTube actually start?
What? It did it again.
Gotta move quick and quiet.
Ah, whatever.
They didn't do an intro. She didn't do her intro.
Tense. Will Spider-Man get caught? Will the hostage survive? Fans are dying to know.
Oh, I see what you did there because all right, so we're gonna use a trip mine. Over
Yeah,
here.
this villain really rubs me the wrong way.
It's just annoying.
Maybe that's her secret villain. Maybe that's her
That's
power.
her secret villain thing is being annoying.
Maybe that's her real power, is being so annoying that she throws everyone off.
Did he not see that coming?
Ooh, yeah.
Very sleepy.
What? That was random.
It's like those people online that pretend to be really stupid, but they actually aren't, but they pretend like they are. And then they don't, like, all these people are shouting at them and arguing them in the comments, but in reality, they...
Photobomb!
They already know.
That's with the wrong streamer, Bob. Prepare to be doxxed.
Oh, you shouldn't be talking about that. That's actually not a good thing to joke about. Doxing is bad.
What is dox?
Getting people's personal information and harassing them IRL.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well, I mean, this lady's totally bonkers, but I mean, talking about something that's kind of been a problem now on the internet, or at least YouTube and for streamers now for about a year and a half is...
Yeah, which is why we don't really stream a lot on certain sites.
Well, YouTube hides your IP or it does something.
Yeah, YouTube is safer to stream. That's one good thing about YouTube. Other sites like Twitch aren't as good at it. Of being as safe.
Stick around, Photobomb.
Yet we still kind of...
I guess that's technically a picture.
We kind of did have something like that happen to us anyway, but not because of YouTube, because of another site we were on.
Minty Breath 77 is wondering, hey Screwball, can I interview you for a school project? Aw, sure thing, Minty Breath. Check my website for speaking and appearance fees, huh?
What? Speaking and appearance fees? What? Why? She's gonna charge some... I've had people contact me and ask, you know, to do an interview with me or something. Like, I didn't realize I had to charge people for that. It's like, no. People want an autograph or something, probably charge for that, but just an interview, like a 5-minute interview, that's kind of ridiculous. But I guess there are a lot of streamers that do that, otherwise they wouldn't be poking fun at it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean... Yeah.
Alright, so only 2 left. And then there was just one little bad guy, and he's going down!
It's less painful this way.
That's my kind of victory pose.
My own mother could do better than that. I mean, she's prorated, but still.
What? What's prorated?
I don't know what that is. Also, that was still pretty good. I mean, come on.
It all depends on where, like, each person I feel like has a different definition of when they feel like they suddenly have become, quote, internet famous versus a human being. Like, oh, I was a human yesterday, but now I got one more subscriber. Now I'm up to 100,000. Now I'm, quote, internet famous. But in reality, notice the term internet famous. Like, even...
I thought that was always for the million and up club.
Yeah, I know, but, like, today, everyone who has more than 10 subscribers thinks that they're a YouTuber or internet famous, so they act like that, and they start posting all kinds of things on their, YouTube channel, like, oh, pay me $5 if you want me to say hello to you, or whatever. Like, it's just ridiculous the way that it's gotten. But even me, like... I just feel like, notice the term internet famous, you actually have to put the word internet in front of it because it's a disclaimer, because you're actually not famous. Unless people actually recognize you on the street, you're not really famous.
Hey guys, it's time for another very special episode. Are you ready? Do you have snacks? You should get snacks. Thanks to that cheeky little Trojan I slipped into your suit way back, you can only use 2 of your gadgets. No cheat codes!
Wait, what? 2 of my gadgets
are so awesome.
Oh. Okay.
How could you possibly put a cheat code into life?
Also, for full disclosure, people, I only completed the stealth stuff. I figured I could handle the combat missions for, like, having AMs next to me. So, what? Pins are... Oh, I get how this challenge works. Gadgets only are the only way you can take these guys down. So, the 2 gadgets that they've given me is Force Push and web bombs. So you're supposed to web them up and then use the force like that.
Oh yeah, there's the force move.
Yep. And then switch.
Don't you find it disturbing that she has so much power over Spider-Man she can mess with his suit?
Well, she's a hacker. I mean, you know, his suit's got tech in it.
She could actually shut his suit down at any time if you really think about it.
His suit isn't like something that has life support or something like that. It's just,
okay, good.
All she could do was mess with his computer equipment.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
He wouldn't be completely helpless. Also, he would still be able to see out his eye slits. It just he would lose his little computer friend he built into his his suit.
Yeah.
What? I don't get all this newfangled.
Well, he still has superpowers, whether he has a suit or not, though.
The only thing that might be somewhat affected by this would be his web shooters.
Yeah, because his web shooters in this game, like, really come from his suit, so not his actual hands, like in Sam Raimi universe, which was kind of cool in the Sam Raimi universe. But also, I found it really gross too, like.
Oh, the organic stuff.
Yeah. Did you ever wonder?
Did you catch that?
What?
Some government agent is gonna love watching this through my screen. She's aware that legal people are gonna be watching this. No,
police officers.
She's saying, never mind.
Oh, she's saying you're gonna see Spider-Man taking these people down.
No.
Okay,
she
sorry.
was basically saying how the government is spying on.
Oh, right, of course.
Watching through the screen.
Oh yeah, they watch everyone. Why do you think they got all those new TVs for people to buy? They have.
Oh, Web Blossom seemed to have worked.
So close to perfection.
Nice.
That's why I don't have a 4G TV or whatever it's called.
People are like, meh, which is the worst thing a person can possibly be.
You know what? I'm really starting to get
4K or 4G. I can't remember.
Words. Really starting to get annoyed by your craziness there. It was Sparky, Screwball.
You wonder, like, what she does after she just, like, makes people's lives miserable all day. Like, she probably just goes home, sips her hot cocoa, and peacefully, like, just sits in a nice little cozy house. She probably doesn't...
Hot cocoa.
She probably doesn't even let any of this get to her. She probably doesn't... She's probably one of those people with just no conscience. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna...
Before I forget people that like Spider-Man, November 30th, on the weekend, we will be debuting the Spider-Man 2 Let's Play for the GameCube. So if you guys want more Spidey action while waiting for the next Spider-Man DLC in mid to late December, we will have you covered with some Spidey goodness from a blast from the past, the last of the Sam Raimi games. So
cool.
If you like Spider-Man and you sub for Spidey, then we've got a great end of the year treat for you.
Yay.
Also, the banner is going to go back to the Christmas banner soon. I'm just retweaking it. Because I like some elements of our banner.
Yeah.
Defeat all the enemies before the timer runs out. So sometimes there's a cutscene and sometimes not. Whatevs. Go time!
What?
Good! This was getting so predictable! Time for a fight sequence!
Fight sequences are the best.
Hey! You know what I'm in the mood for? A photo!
Oops.
So how does she get these guys to show up at these locations?
They're just so enamored to work with a web celebrity.
Really?
I don't know. I think... See, they could have made Screwball a more interesting villain by using, like... She could be brainwashing people with her stream, like the Mad Hatter or something, and that's why they're showing up to, you know...
Or she could just tell them that Spider-Man is here, if they really feel like fighting him.
I don't think they would really want to be fighting Spider-Man.
What is their motivation for being here? It doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. That's why...
I don't think they would care if a teenage girl wants them to, you know, show up, or a 30-year-old girl pretending to be a teenager, or whatever. I don't know.
That's why I'm saying it would be more interesting as if, like, these people were brainwashed.
That would be more interesting, because that would actually explain what's going on, because there's no explanation.
Nope.
It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, we got her trending. Oh boy. I feel kind of bad.
You know what would be really hilarious is if they actually had fans, like people that looked like they would have been online fans, like in all different outfits and I don't know, cosplay, whatever. I don't know, like.
Oh, come on!
But then they wouldn't be as hard to take down because they'd be.
I hate the whip guys. The Rocketeer shield dudes, they're getting on my nerves, but they're not as annoying as whip boys. They just, I don't like them. So, my aim is to take out whip boys as soon as I come across them! Bye-bye! See, the Rocketeer guys, they're getting easier for me to avoid them. And also, make sure, like I told you guys in previous videos, make sure you avoid the Rocketeer trail that they leave, because that is going to deactivate your gadgets. See how our suit is flashing red a little bit? That means that our gadgets are unable to be accessed. You just have to rely on your basic web stuff like web zip and maybe a little bit of web swinging. But in terms of like impact webs or electric webs or any gadget stuff, you won't be able to use it until the flashing goes away.
Yep.
It like short circuits your technology. Uh-oh. Thankfully it doesn't short circuit your health like regeneration thing, or that would be a big problem.
Yeah, definitely.
Ow. Yeah, web blossom fools.
Don't miss it.
We're gonna die.
Oh, I can hear your...
Don't damage that moneymaker at them.
I never noticed you can hear your heartbeat when you're really...
Yeah, that kind of freaks me out a little bit. Alright, we need to take care of Mr. Minigun.
There it is again.
Yeah, I know.
You missed the photobomb.
I don't care about your stupid photobomb.
A photobomb.
Catch!
Better get over there. Aw, nice. Look at you making me look good.
What? How am I? You know what? I give up. I'm making you look good.
I mean, this is just the epitome of what it's like to go live with, like, someone that... It's like kind of one of those things where you're online with a bunch of people and you have to do a show and you can't stop, so you have to pretend like everything's fine even though they're being super annoying. She's just the ultimate worst co-host in the world, like...
Even lift, bro.
Whoops. Lift, bro. Anyway. I just...
There we go. Take a dip.
Good, but I can do better.
Yeah, well.
I feel like Spiderman...
Are like, meh, which is the worst thing a person can possibly be.
Oh, you're like meh.
That's it.
Okay.
The code I manipulated in Screwball's Trojan. It's collected enough data that I can actually track her location. Woo!
I feel like Spider-Man would be like rolling his eyes inside his suit like so much when she's making her weird jokes.
Oh, without a doubt. Hey, how's it going? My suit is pretty fly. For a spider guy.
Ooh, do the hand thing.
The hand thing? What do you mean, like a handspring? Like hand backflip?
Oh, the web shooter thing.
Oh, they're talking about the web shooter thing.
Yeah.
The flip.
Whip.
Flip!
Man, it's weird that you like literally spin around with your legs spinning whenever you're like flying through the air. I never noticed that before.
I'm not really sure I get where you're coming from, but...
Like, he's literally spinning, like, I'll show you later.
Huh? Anybody streaming?
Ollie Ollie Oxen free. Another one?
Okay, well, I guess I just gotta grab the right...
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh.
OMG, OMG, you should see your face.
You're not here. I should have figured.
Your little code minute was cute. But did you really think that I, the queen of memes, would let you catch me that easily?
I was kind of hoping.
LOL, SM! You know I'm Spidey fan numero uno, but if we collab IRL now, how will we ever make season 3?
No!
Not.
Aw, don't be like that. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Enjoy your rap party, SM!
Rap party?
Oh, nuts. Rap party. Basically, we gotta fight all these baddies. Hooray! I'm excited.
So you're not gonna catch her on this one. They're gonna bring her into the next game.
Don't you even.
That's
so
what she just implied.
I know. So with this save file, guys, now we have the gravity mines, which is something you've been telling us to use for a while now. And the benefit of using gravity mines is, of course, you can knock people off their feet, and then if you combine it with Web Blossom, then you can tie up all those different fools as they fall to the ground. But it's still, and I mean this out of respect, it is not the same as the takedown Batarang move, where Batman literally will knock out up to 6 guys at once. Not the same.
Yeah.
It's a completely different system. It's fun. I love the combat in this game, but I still prefer when I want to take down multiple assailants and feel like a hardcore superhero, I will play the Batman game.
Yeah.
This game, especially these guys, I mean, they would need to tweak the difficulty a little bit because it gets kind of frustrating that you really have to heavily rely on the gadgets rather than them just kind of being like an accent or another like little fun thing that you can do while playing the game.
Yeah.
This DLC definitely requires you to know all the ins and outs of the different gadgets, because you're going to be fighting like really interesting enemies from the whip guys, the minigunners, and even the shield foes, like for the new edition of this DLC.
Yep.
And you're done! So we're gonna go impact webbing. I love how he just like drops the bazooka afterwards. He's like, I'm stuck inside this net. There's no way I can still latch on to the weapon that I just picked up. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, bye.
I think I've seen the last of Screwball. For now. I've got to figure out how to track her down. Or the internet won't be the only thing she breaks.
I guess that was it. Yep.
Yeah.
Complete.
Yay, you completed the Screwball missions.
Hooray. Super
It's kind of
exciting.
anticlimactic because she's not saying like, oh, you completed all my missions, like, or anything.
The satisfying thing about the Riddler stuff is he teases and taunts you, and you do not find him in Asylum or Arkham Origins that I know of. However, in City and Night, you get to punch him in the face after all the craziness.
I know. Oh, you know why they didn't have you punch her?
I know, it's probably because she's a woman.
Because she's a girl.
Yeah.
And the feminists would be all over the creators of this game if you punched a girl in this game. Even though, in reality, when women commit crimes and are violent and are hurting people, you know, law enforcement does have to take women out. Like, that's a reality. Like, if you're a woman and you're causing people harm, you have to realize that you have to pay the consequences for that.
I just hope that in the next DLC or the second game that we finally get to take her down and cancel her show. But anyway, guys and gals, that does it for the full Screwball missions. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you guys tomorrow with the manga Spider-Man DLC skin, also known as the Clan Spider. God bless and happy gaming.